After a standstill in the scheduled December AGM, delegates and Gambia National Olympic Committee executive members are deadlocked in a second convergence for an annual general meeting. Disagreements were evident as consultations got a bit chaotic, with some delegates refusing to accept the motion, which called for discussions of the agenda, as they requested an inclusion of the activity plan, among others.
You cannot project a budget. You prepared your budget without an action plan. How do you manage to reach there? How do you manage to get that budget? Where do you base that budget? You prepared your budget based on an action plan, one. But you are telling me that you cannot present us the action plan, but you want to present your budget. It's like somebody giving you an open check. What are you going to do with that? Why should we approve something that we don't have that plan? Why should we approve something that we don't know what you want to do, as stated in the Constitution? That the Assembly, the General Assembly, should appoint an electoral board. Because in those days, they will sit up to the date, they just come and then 1-2. Now, we are basing all our agreement on the Constitution since day one. That is why they cannot do anything.
The Gambia is among many countries preparing for the Paris Summer Olympics, which is a key reason some delegates believe a compromise should be the way forward.
The way things are, if we should come back here again and then we express the same sentiment, then which means we are not going to move on. And if that don't happen, the athletes are going to suffer, the sport are going to suffer, but we would have also failed in our responsibility as representative of the different sporting bodies in this country. Because at the end of the day, the people that are going to participate in the Olympics are from different sporting federations, obviously. And then the people that came here to represent those sporting federations, they are here to speak on behalf of those. And I can bet you can try and interview them. It is not their interest for their athletes to suffer abroad. So common sense should prevail. And in leadership, you should be ready for compromise. You cannot win it all the time. Sometimes it's a give and take.
Now, what is the repercussion of this standstill?
From here, I will have to report to the IOC that this happened again. And I hope we do not reach, a dangerous situation where we are sanctioned. Because we have been sanctioned before. Because you cannot keep the athletes on hold. And this money that the IOC gives us, 100% of our funding comes from them. It's for athletes' development and nothing else.
As administrators, our job is to provide the logistic, the financial, and the social, the psychological environment for our athletes to operate. Because this is going to have an impact. And then if they know, okay, our guys went to GNOC just to have a congress, to agree on an agenda, and then they did not. So we will not have any money. You tell me, that was going to have a psychological impact on their performance. They would say, these people, they don't care for us, they don't care about us, it's about their personality or their grievances or their differences and so forth and so on. Yeah, football or sports have politics, but you see, it should be very limited. When the elections are done, put politics aside, put the differences aside. Now let's bring ideas together and to advance the game.
After more than 4 hours of back and forth negotiations, the deadlock couldn't be broken, with some delegates expressing their views on what they call the exclusion of some agendas, while others tried to persuade their colleagues to reach a compromise, which was not possible, as GNOC adjourned its AGM for the second time. Ahead of crucial international championships, many believe differences should be set aside for the interests of the country and the welfare of athletes at the soonest possible time. Famara Badjie, GRTS News.